This Smith tri-hone system is what I use to sharpen my knives. I use this for everything from kitchen knives to pocket folders. I'm going to use this to sharpen this machete up that I got from Cold Steel. This is the Cold Steel Kukri machete, cheap little thing, 20 bucks, but it doesn't come sharp at all. I mean, this is, I shouldn't be able to do that with a sharp machete. But I believe they tell you that it doesn't come sharp, so you're sort of not caught by surprise when you get this dull piece of metal. There's even still this, this black oxide finish, or whatever kind of finish this is, on the edge where they did their factory grind. This tri-hone system, you can buy this from anywhere. I believe I bought this from Lowe's hardware store. What it comes with is 2 large pieces of Arkansas stone and 1 piece of aluminum oxide for some coarse grinding, and they're labeled. Right there it says coarse, and then medium, and fine. And then it comes with some honing solution. This is what you want to have on the stone and on the blade, so you get a smoother grind. And then this is what it comes with. I bought a bigger one just because I know I'm going to be using this a lot. And then it also comes with this little plastic piece, which is a sharpening guide. So if you don't know what angle to hold your blade at when you sharpen, this will give you an exact 23-degree angle when you sharpen it. You put that blade, or you put that angle or the guide right there, and hold your knife right up to it. And what you're going to want to do is just kind of use that as a guide. It's going to be real difficult to try to sharpen while holding this guide. So this will give you an idea about what angle to hold it at, and you're kind of off on your own from that point on. For this machete, it's not real critical. I'm going to do probably closer to 25 degrees than 21, 22 degrees. This is 23, right in the middle, just because I want this to be a little bit stronger. 20 degrees, 21 degrees might make the edge a little too easily chipped, too thin. So let me see what else is in here. I don't believe there's anything else. Okay, let me just show you the box. I've had this thing for a while, so it's a little beat up. Okay. For something like this, where you're going to take off a lot of material, what a lot of people will do is they'll take a grinder to the edge. Give it some, give that initial grinding with something rough and something, something with a power tool, so you don't have to do a lot of work. This will be kind of tricky. The belly will be easy to sharpen, so I can just kind of work my way through that like this. This part will be kind of tough because it's kind of close to the handle, and it's got this concave shape where you're going to have to be a little bit more careful, because these stones are so wide and flat that it's going to be hard to get every edge of that concave blade shape sharpened. So we'll see how I do. I might have to go back in there with something smaller and fix that up. But I'm going to initially just grind the non-concave edge of the blade, the belly of the blade, which will start from right here all the way to the tip. And I'll do that. But before I do that, let me just show you the technique that I'm going to be using. I'm not actually going to sharpen yet, but I'm just going to show you. So I'm going to hold the knife If you need this guide, use the guide to give you an idea about where to hold it. Okay, right there. Lay the blade of the knife right on that slanted surface, so you know the angle. Get an idea about where you're going to put your hand that you're going to push, and then you want to push edge first up the blade. Okay, you don't want to drag it, you want to push towards it. So, and then what you're going to want to do is use your right hand as you push. You want to drag the blade towards the tip, from the back of the stone to the front of the stone, so you get the entire belly all the way to the tip as you sharpen. You want to do that on both sides. So whether you're left-handed or right-handed, you're going to have to do this on both hands. Okay. The other way you can do it, you can flip it around and pull it towards you. That's another technique you can use. So you can push it this way on that edge, drag it towards you on this edge. I personally like to do one edge at a time because I get a rhythm down, so I can push, 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 and get an idea about how far I've done. I keep track of how many times I push it through, and then do the same thing on the other side, like that. Okay, it's nice to have your fingers in the spine so you can get some nice precise control. And then obviously you want to go from the coarse to the medium and to the fine. Once you get through all three stones, and then what you're going to want to do is, if you got it pretty sharp, you got it the way you like it, take a knife steel. If you got a set of knives at home, you'll have a knife steel, and just put an edge on that blade with a knife steel. The knife steel is not going to do hardly any sharpening. It's not going to take off much metal at all, but it's going to take a lot of the crud that you've created by sharpening. It's going to smooth that blade out right at the edge. It's going to put a nice, precise, sharp edge on it. Okay? And that's kind of a quick overview of the Smith Tri-Hone and just my technique for how I'm going to sharpen this machete.